Hey Bougie, click. Are you a high-value woman who is dating a low-value man? Is he constantly putting you down or making you feel unworthy of him? Maybe you are not even sure if you are a high-value woman or not. Even if you are not sure about yourself, you can be certain that you don't have to put up with anybody's mistreatment. High value and low value have specific definitions, and even if you don't meet the terms, you can still find love. Low-value men. Low-value men are usually unattractive, financially unstable, and have poor character. But there are other matchups like attractive, financially unstable, and poor character. Attractive, financially stable, and poor character. Attractive, financially unstable, and good character. Unattractive, financially stable, and poor character. Unattractive, financially unstable, and good character. Looks are important, but just being unattractive as a man does not make you low value, because women do not value looks over everything else, but men do. Even though this video is about men, I do want to briefly speak on low-value women as well. Low-value women are usually unattractive, overweight, and masculine. But there are other matchups like attractive, overweight, and masculine. Attractive, overweight, and feminine. Attractive, fit, and masculine. Unattractive, overweight, and feminine. Unattractive, fit, and feminine. The key thing to understand in all of this is what a low-value man thinks is a high-value woman is not a high-value woman to a high-value man. A high-value man is attractive, financially stable, and has good character. A high-value woman is attractive, fit, and feminine. When people describe low-value men as unattractive, financially unstable, and having poor character, they often mean unattractive. This can refer to both physical appearance and demeanor. An unattractive man might neglect his personal hygiene, grooming, and overall health. Additionally, he may lack confidence, charisma, and a positive attitude, which can make him less appealing to others. Financially unstable. Financial instability means he struggles to manage his finances, often living paycheck to paycheck or accumulating debt. He may lack a steady income, have poor financial planning skills, and be unable to support himself or others. This instability can stem from a lack of ambition, poor work ethic, or irresponsible spending habits. Poor character. A man with poor character may be dishonest, unreliable, and lack integrity. He might treat others disrespectfully, be untrustworthy, and fail to uphold moral principles. Poor character can also include being selfish, unkind, and lacking empathy. These attributes can negatively impact his relationships, career, and overall quality of life. In addition to being unattractive, financially unstable, and having poor character, other attributes that might define a low-value man include lack of ambition. He may lack goals or the drive to improve his situation, leading to stagnation in his personal and professional life. Poor communication skills. He might struggle to express himself clearly or listen to others, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts in relationships. Irresponsibility. He may avoid taking responsibility for his actions, often blaming others for his problems and failing to follow through on commitments. Negative attitude. A consistently pessimistic or cynical outlook can make him unpleasant to be around and hinder his ability to form positive relationships. Emotional immaturity. He might struggle to manage his emotions, reacting impulsively or inappropriately in various situations. Lack of empathy. He may have difficulty understanding or caring about the feelings and needs of others, leading to selfish or inconsiderate behavior. Unreliability. He might frequently break promises or fail to show up when needed, making it hard for others to depend on him. Poor social skills. He may struggle to interact appropriately in social settings, leading to awkward or uncomfortable situations. Dishonesty. A tendency to lie or deceive others can erode trust and damage relationships. Laziness. A lack of motivation to work or contribute can lead to a lack of productivity and a sense of entitlement. Neediness. Excessive neediness and dependency on others for validation and support can be a sign of low self-esteem. Negative outlook. A consistently negative attitude and a tendency to complain or blame others for their problems can be indicative of low value. Inability to handle criticism. Low-value men often react poorly to constructive feedback and may become defensive or hostile. Living in the past, they might dwell on past successes or failures instead of focusing on the present and future. Low-value men usually go after high-value women or low-value women who believe they are high-value. Delusional people and people with high self-esteem are easier to manipulate. Delusional individuals often hold strong beliefs that are resistant to contrary evidence. This rigidity can make them more susceptible to manipulation, as they may not question the motives or actions of those who align with their delusions. Individuals with high self-esteem may overestimate their abilities and judgment, making them less likely to question or critically evaluate the intentions of others. High self-esteem can sometimes be linked to a strong desire for approval and admiration. Manipulators can exploit this by offering flattery or validation to gain influence. Both groups can be vulnerable in different ways, but the common thread is that their perceptions and beliefs can be leveraged by those with manipulative intentions. If a low-value man is able to manipulate a high-value woman into a relationship with him, he will resort to humbling her to keep her. A low-value woman who believes she is high-value will become a pick-me to keep him because once he gets you to fall in love he will quickly change up and show his true colors. The change-up doesn't usually work on high-value women who can easily get another man, so he has to break her by lowering her self-esteem. Low-value men may try to humble high-value women for several reasons, often rooted in their own insecurities and societal dynamics. Insecurity. Men who feel insecure about their own worth may try to bring down attractive women to feel better about themselves. This behavior can be a way to cope with their own feelings of inadequacy. Control. Attempting to humble a woman can be a way to exert control. By making her feel less confident, they might feel more powerful and in control of the relationship. Jealousy. Attractive women often receive a lot of attention, which can make some men feel jealous or threatened. Humbling her can be a misguided attempt to reduce this perceived threat. Societal norms. Some men might have internalized societal norms that suggest women should be modest and not too confident. They might feel uncomfortable with women who defy these norms and try to bring them down to fit their expectations. Projection. Men who struggle with their own self-esteem issues might project these feelings onto others. By humbling attractive women, they are projecting their own insecurities and trying to make others feel as low as they do. Low-value men may exhibit various behaviors towards high-value women that can be detrimental to the relationship. Here are some common actions. Gaslighting. This involves manipulating a woman into doubting her own perceptions and reality, making her feel confused and dependent on the man. Lack of support. Instead of being supportive, they may belittle or dismiss a woman's goals and ambitions, making her feel unsupported and isolated. Emotional manipulation. They might use guilt, shame, or other emotional tactics to manipulate the woman into doing what they want. Disrespect. Low-value men often show a lack of respect for a woman's boundaries, opinions, and feelings, leading to a toxic and unhealthy relationship dynamic. Moving the goalposts, changing expectations or demands to keep you off balance and feeling inadequate. Using fear, threatening consequences, or creating a sense of fear to control your behavior. Passive-aggressive behavior. Indirectly expressing anger or resentment through subtle actions rather than openly addressing issues. Guilt-tripping. Using guilt to control your actions and decisions, making you feel responsible for their emotions. Fear of abandonment. Low-value men might fear that a high-value woman will leave them for someone better. This fear can drive them to engage in manipulative or abusive behaviors to keep her from leaving. When people describe a high-value man as attractive, financially stable, and having good character, they often mean attractive. This goes beyond physical appearance. An attractive man often has confidence, charisma, and a positive demeanor. He takes care of his health and appearance, which can include grooming, fitness, and dressing well. His attractiveness also includes how he treats others and his overall presence. Financially stable. Financial stability means he has a steady income, manages his finances responsibly, and plans for the future. This doesn't necessarily mean he is wealthy, but rather that he is prudent with his resources, avoids unnecessary debt, and is capable of supporting himself and potentially others. Financial stability can also reflect his ambition and work ethic. Good character. A man of good character is honest, trustworthy, and has strong moral principles. He treats others with respect and kindness, and he stands by his values even when it's challenging. Good character also includes being reliable, empathetic, and having integrity. In addition to these qualities, other attributes that often define a high-value man include intelligence. He is knowledgeable and curious, engaging in meaningful conversations and continuous learning. Emotional intelligence. He understands and manages his own emotions and is sensitive to the emotions of others, fostering healthy relationships. Ambition. He has goals and works diligently to achieve them, whether in his career, personal life, or both. Resilience. He can handle setbacks and challenges with grace and perseverance, learning from experiences and growing stronger. Supportiveness. He is a good partner, friend, and family member, offering support and encouragement to those around him. Humility. Despite his achievements, he remains humble and grounded, recognizing the value of others and not letting success go to his head. Dependability. He is reliable and can be counted on to follow through on his commitments and promises. These qualities together create a well-rounded, high-value man who is not only successful and attractive, but also a positive and supportive presence in the lives of those around him. High-value men want high-value women, period. So, if you are not a high-value woman, most likely the man you are dating or married to is not high-value and has manipulated you into thinking that he is. Low-value women. When people talk about low-value women, they often mean women who possess these qualities. Unattractive. This can refer to both physical appearance and demeanor. An unattractive woman might neglect her personal hygiene, grooming, and overall health. Additionally, she may lack confidence, charisma, and a positive attitude, which can make her less appealing to others. Physical appearance often plays a significant role in first impressions. People tend to make quick judgments based on looks, which can affect initial attraction. Just as people have preferences for certain personality traits, they also have preferences for physical traits. These preferences are highly individual and can vary widely. Overweight. Weight bias is prevalent, and overweight individuals often facing discrimination and negative stereotypes, such as being perceived as lazy or lacking self-control. Also, men just don't really like overweight women. Overweight individuals might be perceived as having health problems such as diabetes, heart disease, or joint issues. Some men might be concerned about the long-term health implications. There can be a perception that overweight individuals have lower energy levels, which might affect lifestyle compatibility, especially if one partner is very active. Overweight individuals often face societal stigma and bias, which can influence personal preferences. This bias can manifest in assumptions about laziness or lack of self-discipline. Physical attractiveness is subjective, but societal standards often favor slimmer body types. This can influence individual preferences, even if subconsciously. Masculine. Women who exhibit traits traditionally considered masculine, such as aggressiveness, hyperindependence, or a lack of interest in traditionally feminine activities, are labeled unfeminine. Excessive aggressiveness can be seen as a negative trait. It can lead to conflicts and strained relationships, as it often involves a lack of empathy and consideration for others. Suppressing emotions and avoiding vulnerability can be detrimental. This trait can prevent meaningful emotional connections and lead to internal stress and mental health issues. A desire to dominate and control others can create power imbalances in relationships. This can lead to unhealthy dynamics and a lack of mutual respect. Being overly competitive can strain relationships and create an environment of constant comparison and rivalry. It can also lead to burnout and dissatisfaction. A lack of empathy and understanding can make it difficult to build strong, supportive relationships. It can also lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. While independence is generally positive, hyperindependence can lead to isolation and difficulty in accepting help or support from others. It can also create barriers to forming close relationships. Argumentative women can be emotionally draining. Men might seek partners who are more cooperative to preserve their emotional well-being. Some men might feel that being in a relationship with an argumentative partner challenge their role as the leader or decision-maker in the relationship. Building a strong emotional connection often requires mutual understanding and empathy. Argumentative behavior can hinder this connection by creating barriers to effective communication. Being with a partner who is perceived as easygoing and cooperative can provide social validation and reduce the risk of social judgment. Emotionally unstable, unpredictable mood swings can create uncertainty and tension. Frequent emotional outbursts or instability can lead to conflicts and misunderstandings, which many men might prefer to avoid for the sake of a peaceful relationship. Being in a relationship with someone who is emotionally unstable can be mentally and emotionally taxing. It can lead to increased stress and anxiety for both partners. Men might feel overwhelmed by the need to constantly provide emotional support, which can be draining and challenging to sustain over time. Emotional instability can hinder effective communication, making it difficult to resolve issues and build a strong emotional connection. Sexually undisciplined, men might worry that a sexually undisciplined partner is more likely to be unfaithful, which can undermine trust in the relationship. Some men might adhere to traditional values that emphasize modesty and sexual restraint in women. Men looking for long-term relationships might prefer partners who they perceive as more likely to commit and remain faithful. Concerns about sexual discipline can also be tied to considerations about starting a family and raising children in a stable environment. Excessive negativity and complaining, nagging, constant negativity can be emotionally draining. It can create a stressful environment where the person feels overwhelmed by the continuous stream of complaints. When someone frequently complains, it can make the other person feel unappreciated or inadequate, as if their efforts are never enough. Complaining without offering solutions or constructive feedback can lead to frustration. Constructive communication is key to resolving issues and building a healthy relationship. Being around constant negativity can affect one's mental health, leading to feelings of anxiety, stress, and even depression. Lack of self-confidence. Women who lack self-confidence might be perceived as less capable or less attractive. This can impact their opportunities and how they are treated in both personal and professional settings. Being overly critical or judgmental. Women who are perceived as overly critical or judgmental can be seen as difficult to please or harsh, which can affect their relationships and social interactions. Playing games or being manipulative. Women who are seen as playing games or being manipulative can be viewed as untrustworthy or insincere, which can damage their relationships. Overly materialistic or obsessed with appearances. Women who are perceived as overly materialistic or obsessed with appearances can be seen as shallow or superficial, which can impact how they are viewed in relationships. Poor hygiene. Poor hygiene can be a significant turn-off and is often associated with a lack of self-care or respect for oneself and others. There is a reason why a lot of the famous women low-value men see as high-value are usually not with high-value men. These women are not high-value to high-value men. Women have to realize that men do not settle. They get the best they can get. Settling means accepting less than you deserve. In relationships, that means accepting things that don't align with your core values or needs, like staying with someone who treats you like a wilted houseplant instead of the blooming sunflower you are. Women settle because they usually deserve better. Men always strive to get the best they can get, but they do make compromises in relationships based on their circumstances, values, and what they seek in a partner. There's a difference between compromising and settling. Compromise is a healthy part of any relationship, where both partners make adjustments to meet each other's needs. Settling, on the other hand, implies accepting less than what one truly desires or deserves. A low-value man may not get what he desires, but he gets what he deserves. A high-value man gets both. Even if a low-value woman is what a man deserves because he is low-value, he will make up for her not being what he desires by using her or cheating. Most men are not accommodating to women they view as low value or unattractive. Just because you are attractive to someone does not mean you are attractive to everyone or that you have pretty privilege. Pretty privilege is not just a few men thinking you are attractive, it's most men thinking you are attractive. Low-value men know they are low value, but low-value women do not. Most women are in denial about their status. Things like having kids, or kids with multiple baby daddies, lowers your value to high-value men. However, it's the same for men. If you were choosing between two men who were basically the same but one had kids and the other one didn't, you would choose the one without children as well. Because let's be honest, them children be bad and you can't tell them nothing, and other parent be crazy a lot of the time. Even women with kids don't want to date men with kids. When people describe a high-value woman as attractive, fit, and feminine, they often mean attractive. This doesn't just refer to physical beauty, but also includes qualities like confidence, charisma, and a positive attitude. An attractive woman often carries herself with grace and poise, making her appealing to others. Men often prefer women who are physically attractive, which can include traits like facial symmetry, clear skin, and a healthy body weight. These traits are often associated with health and fertility. Attractiveness for women is mostly about your face though. Observing how others react to you can provide some insights into your facial attractiveness. If people frequently compliment your looks or facial features, it's a good indicator that they find you attractive. Pay attention to nonverbal cues. People might smile more, maintain eye contact, or lean in closer when talking to you if they find you attractive. Notice if people seem eager to engage with you or if they go out of their way to start conversations. This can be a sign that they are drawn to your appearance. If you often receive flirtatious behavior, such as playful teasing or light touches, it can be a sign that others find you attractive. Fit. Physical fitness is often associated with health and vitality. A fit woman takes care of her body through regular exercise and a balanced diet, which can contribute to her overall well-being and energy levels. Fitness is often associated with good health, which is a key factor in attractiveness. A fit body can signal that a person is healthy, energetic, and capable of physical activity, which are desirable traits from an evolutionary perspective. Physical fitness can enhance body symmetry and proportion, which are universally recognized as attractive traits. Symmetry is often linked to genetic health and developmental stability. Being fit can contribute to a youthful appearance. Youth is often associated with fertility and vitality, which are important factors in evolutionary psychology when it comes to selecting a mate. Physical fitness can influence hormone levels, which can affect physical appearance. For example, regular exercise can improve skin tone and muscle definition, contributing to a more attractive appearance. Certain body shapes, such as an hourglass figure with a lower waist-to-hip ratio, are often preferred. Feminine. Femininity can encompass a range of traits such as kindness, empathy, nurturing, and emotional intelligence. It often involves embracing one's natural qualities and strengths, and expressing them in a way that feels authentic. Feminine traits, such as softer facial features and a lower waist-to-hip ratio, are often associated with higher fertility. Evolutionarily, men may be drawn to these traits as indicators of reproductive health. Media and popular culture often portray feminine women as the ideal of beauty. This constant exposure can shape societal standards and individual preferences. Some men might feel that feminine traits complement their own masculine traits, creating a balanced dynamic in the relationship. Men might associate femininity with emotional warmth and nurturing behavior, which are desirable traits in a long-term partner. Being with a partner who fits societal standards of beauty can provide social validation and boost self-esteem. Men might be more comfortable with traditional gender roles and find it easier to relate to women who embody these roles. There are many attributes that can define a high-value woman beyond being attractive, fit, and feminine. Here are a few more qualities that are often valued. Integrity, honesty, and strong moral principles are key. A high-value woman is trustworthy and stands by her values. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is crucial. This makes her compassionate and supportive in her relationships. Kindness, genuine kindness, and a caring nature are often seen as hallmarks of a high-value woman. She treats others with respect and consideration. Confidence, believing in herself and her abilities, a high-value woman exudes confidence without arrogance. Emotional intelligence, she is aware of her own emotions and those of others, and she navigates social complexities with ease. Supportiveness, she is a good friend, partner, and family member, offering support and encouragement to those around her. Additionally, a high-value woman is often seen as someone who knows her worth, sets healthy boundaries, and strives for personal growth and fulfillment. I purposely left out education because not all rich or high-value men went to college. A lot of men become rich off of labor and service jobs. So as long as you are intelligent and have common sense, you are pretty much good. Before I got married, I dated a man whose grandfather made millions delivering fill dirt. He never went to college and neither did his wife. Plus, not everyone who has money is cultured or concerned with academics. Wealthy individuals have diverse interests and backgrounds. Some may prioritize cultural experiences, while others may focus on business, sports, or other areas. Having access to cultural experiences doesn't guarantee engagement. Some wealthy individuals may take advantage of cultural opportunities, while others may not. Cultural engagement often depends on personal values and upbringing. Some people, regardless of their wealth, may have a deep appreciation for culture, while others may not. Wealth can provide access to higher education and cultural exposure, but the level of engagement and appreciation varies from person to person. Marrying rich is all about proximity. You cannot marry a rich man if you don't know a rich man. So, while college puts you in the proximity of people who tend to be wealthier, it is not the only way to meet a wealthy man. Approximately 17% of male college graduates in the United States earn over $100,000 per year. This percentage highlights the significant earning potential that can come with higher education, although it's important to note that individual outcomes can vary based on factors like industry, location, and experience. Not every degree brings in the big bucks. Approximately 7% of male non-college graduates in the United States earn over $100,000 per year. This is significantly lower compared to their college-educated counterparts, highlighting the impact of higher education on earning potential. Nevertheless, there are plenty of men who did not graduate college who have become very wealthy. Like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Richard Branson, Michael Dell, Ralph Lauren, Steve Madden, David Green, and Simon Cowell to name a few. Also, musicians and actors. Then there are athletes. Not all athletes go to college. Many men have found financial success through labor service jobs, which often require specialized skills, physical effort, and sometimes entrepreneurial spirit. Here are a few ways this can happen. Skilled trades, jobs like electricians, plumbers, and HVAC technicians, can be very lucrative. These trades often require certification and experience, but they are in high demand and can command high wages. Construction and contracting, many men start as laborers in construction and eventually move up to supervisory roles or start their own contracting businesses. Successful contractors can earn substantial incomes by managing large projects and teams. Transportation, truck drivers, especially those who own their own rigs, can make significant money. Specialized areas like long-haul trucking or transporting hazardous materials can be particularly profitable. Entrepreneurship, some men leverage their skills to start their own businesses in areas like landscaping, home renovation, or auto repair. With good business acumen and hard work, these ventures can grow into highly profitable enterprises. High-risk jobs, certain labor-intensive jobs, such as those in the oil and gas industry, mining, or offshore drilling, offer high pay due to the risks and challenges involved. These paths often require a combination of hard work, skill development, and sometimes a willingness to take risks. The financial rewards can be substantial, especially for those who are able to manage their own businesses or move into higher-level positions. Just because you can't get who you desire does not mean you can't get who you deserve. Everybody cannot have Michael B. Jordan or Freddie Prinze Jr. If you are not that attractive and you have to get with a man who is not that attractive, that's okay, just make sure he treats you right. The main thing I want people to get from this video is to stop being so delusional. When you are delusional and think you are more than what you are, you end up in relationships with people who do not like you and just want to use you. Then you become a pick-me trying to keep a man who can't be kept because he never planned on staying anyway. Just like in all the 90s movies, the attractive popular guy just doesn't wake up one morning and like the unattractive loser. It's usually a cruel joke. Sometimes your type doesn't like you, sometimes you are not your type's type. It's all in how he treats you. Actions speak louder than words. Don't let nobody treat you like the yellow starburst. What do you think? Is there a low-value man in your life? Let me know in the comment section. Stay bougie.